life is one thing, but taking a life can end to be suffering. Really is, and stuff like that. And you probably don't know or understand or anything what I'm saying here. Based off this anime episode 4, Mobile Suit Gundam GQ. Like I said, I'm just gonna call it GQuuuuuuX or whatever you want to call it or stuff like that. But anyways, the one thing I really personally want to say here is basically that the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of people just may not really understand what I'm saying. I think that is basically is something that is to understanding basically all that. Sometimes it's hard to explain. Sometimes it's not really that basically really all that much. But I personally want to say here is basically is that, and for everyone to really just basically understand, because what happened to this girl, that she died and stuff like that, and basically, I believe that she's one of the Federation Mobile Suit pilots. I believe that she really was. I think that she didn't deserve to die. I don't think that she didn't deserve to die. And I understand basically the character because basically that. I don't feel that basically that she's being so obsessive because the way that she's piloting the mobile suit, because they call her the witch basically in the mobile suit. Like I said before, I don't think that she didn't deserve to die. I mean, this is also my opinion also too. Is basically to me, I think it's a waste of a character. To me, I think that she could have been pretty much a good rival against the group basically in this anime. That's what I would definitely see. But I just think that Shinji is quite of a different person. That he seems like he's a calm, cool, collected kind of guy. He seems like he's kind of weird. Also well too, because he can hear the Gundam talking to him. But the question is that really the Gundam really talking to him, or maybe not? But could it be the ghost of Char? That could be a very good possibility also well too, because nobody doesn't know what happened to Char. Nobody doesn't know if Char is still alive or Char is dead. I'm thinking that maybe a very good possibility that probably Char is dead. I could be right, I could be wrong, or maybe Char is just like somewhere in the galaxy that we really don't even know. Nobody doesn't know what happened to Char. Nobody really doesn't know. Nobody doesn't really basically actually know that. I mean, because I don't know. Because I mean, when you have like the what's it called, the UC generation or something like that. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I just don't know. I need to educate myself, so I definitely do. But anyways, one person I want to say here is basically it's that because basically what Shinji did, I think it was wrong in my own view, and basically stuff like that. Because I understand because it's war and stuff like that. But this is just basically much more different. Because when you're going to war and stuff like that, and you're going out there on the battlefield, you have to do your duty. You have to do your job. Is it basically a force of a situation? Some people may think it really actually is, but if you volunteer, yeah, then you have to do that. You have to prepare yourself when you're going out there on the battlefield. Go out there on the battlefield. And even though Shinji, I mean, to me, in my own view, he has a choice. He has a choice to do what he had to do. Sometimes that's right. Sometimes that's a good option for him to do that, or a bad option for him to do that. But you have to remember, because Shinji just doesn't see the basis of the fact what made others basically see. I still think, basically to me, that basically the witch girl, that basically to me is a waste of a character. That's what I think. A lot of people would disagree with me on that. I think that she would be basically a good character, basically anime. I think that she would be very something useful into anime, because I definitely would think that basically Atami, which I definitely do think that's her name, or Muchu, whatever you want to call her, or Atami or something like that. I don't know. Alright, so I'm just going to call her Atami. But I think Atami is basically, to me, I think that she is that basically, this is something that she's got herself into. She has to realize that, because what Shinji did, what Senji did is something that is going to change her, not just only for her life, but this is the kind of stuff that she got herself into, and now she has to make a choice and say, like, should I quit, or maybe I should just continue on. That's the question. That's kind of like when with Kira Yamato Gundam Z, where Kira killed Afron's best friend. I can't remember his name. I think it was things like Lance or something like that. I can't remember, because Kira didn't really mean to. Kira didn't mean to do that, because I know Kira would not basically say, like, oh, I'm just going to automatically just do that because I don't care. It's not just basically because of that. It's not just basically because of that. It's basically because you know, sometimes Kira has a feeling to basically losing his emotions, because when your emotions get the best of you, sometimes it's hard to control those emotions, because when something bad really happens, it really can trigger those emotions. It can trigger being sad or basically of hatred. And because when Afrin saw that what Kira did, Afrin was very extremely upset. He was very, very upset. He wanted to kill Kira because what Kira did. But I still look at the fact that Kira did not mean to do it, because you could just look like he's like in the moment, he was like looking at his hands. You could just tell, like, it's kind of like saying, I just killed somebody, I have blood over my hands. That's what it kind of feels to me. That's what it basically he's saying that. He's saying he didn't mean to. That's the product of war. That's the product of basically out there. You're gonna have somebody who you know that is your best friend or your longtime friend in a long time. It doesn't matter. Anybody basically out there, there's gonna be people gonna be out there. I don't mean to. Excuse me. I don't mean the reference base of that, but I'm just saying. But that's just the state from what I see when it comes to basic stuff like this, because I mean, war is something that is very serious. It should be taken serious. It really actually is, especially when you have a soldier that comes to the United States. It's always basically of respect, saluting, you know, your fellow comrades that was in battle and stuff like that. And sometimes that's hard, to give them the American flag or whatever that is, and stuff like that. And basically, really actually is. I kind of want to say here is basis that, like I said before, I think Kira did not mean to do it or anything like that. But there are times that you have to go extreme, or there are sometimes you may not really have much of a choice, that you really may not. So I mean, that's basically what I definitely do think. I think that basically that this girl basically in this anime, that to me, not the witch girl, but basically Atami, she has to realize this is real life. I understand this is an anime, something like that. This is anime, but this is real life. Real life, like I said before, when people go out there in the military and they go out there in the battle, that's real life. That's real. That's not fake. That's not an anime. That's real right there. People have to understand it. That's really is based out there, because what she feels from what she saw right there, it probably would shock her, and it probably would basically to get her to know that's what she has to do. Because if she doesn't do that, then she's not gonna develop as a character. I think that the Witch Girl, like I said before, in my view, I think it's a waste of character. That's what I definitely think. I know some people will disagree with me on that, and I know some people will probably disagree with me, because I'm just saying from different references. Because when it comes to Gundam Z, now Gundam Z is not like GQ, like, you know, the GQ anime. It's not, because they both are very different. But I could see different sides from what I see from Seed, and basically in this anime also as well too, because they're not the same. Because like I said before, they're both different. They both have their own different story. They both have their own different generations, because they're pretty much are opposites. They're pretty much different. So when you have like Seed, doesn't really extend into the UC Universal Century or something like that, and then you also have like Universal Century is basically considered just based off that. I kind of want to personally say here is that this anime is not bad. I still want to continue watching it, but like I said before, it's just I just think that the witch girl should not have to die. I think that she should not have to die. And like I said, I still think it's a waste of a character. I still think it really is. I think that she would have been very, very useful, but she really wouldn't. I don't know. Some people may argue based on that, but I mean, it's kind of sad because that she did die. It really actually is. But I mean, I don't know. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see like what's gonna happen in the 5th episode, because I really definitely want to see it and stuff like that. And I don't want to be a critic, basically like criticizing the anime or something like that. But I'm just basically getting my opinions because what I definitely think when I see from different characters what's based on the anime. So yeah. Anyway, so that's it for this anime review. Tell me what you guys think. You guys like this episode? You guys don't like it? You guys think it was good? You guys think it was bad? Tell me what you guys think. But yeah, anyways, this is Unwise. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, I love you guys. Please safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.